the gaps with sound O, then read the words. Answer.
O, lot.
Ha,
O, hot.
Good.
O, hope.
Good.
O, fox.
Good.
O, pod.
Good.
O, throat.
Receive.
O, dog.
Good.
O, fog.
Good.
Joy.
Yes.
O, nod.
Good.
O,
Yani good.
Tunaenda? Yeah. Toy. O, hod. O, d, b.
And welcome to Teach Crest International. I am your host Ruth Kerubo. In case you're new here, karibu sana. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for the love. So today I wanted us to discuss about how to tackle the challenge of literacy, whereby literacy basically refers to the ability to read and write. Yeah. So what propelled me to share this video is I had read on a certain Facebook group, and a mother was concerned that her PP2 child was not able to read. Elsewhere, there was also another concern that a 7-year-old child was not able to read. So I'm assuming that's around a grade 2 child. And it was funny to realize that some teachers, experienced teachers, saying that it's okay if a child, for example, has an issue with English, languages, but is okay with the rest, like math. But I think, okay, for Kiswahili there is usually a challenge because we even have fewer lessons. It's a bit understandable. But now for English, considering the large amounts of periods for learning, I think they should be somewhere. Anyway, this is just a video to share my thoughts and what has worked for me, because somehow I felt I was also in a similar train whereby my daughter is good in math than in English. So I want to share what we have done, especially as far as reading is concerned. Just within a period of 1 to 2 weeks, I'm seeing a big improvement because I started being intentional. So as a parent, I'm calling upon you to be intentional when it comes to learning. Okay, so another thing, I want to just mention some of the objectives of earlier educations, because for that parent who was like, by the end of that PP2 the child should have been able to read, and people were asking, why should a child be able to read yet they don't comprehend, they don't understand what they are reading? Mbona ajue kusoma na hata aelewi chenye amesoma? But I think they all had valid points, you get. Maybe the mom who was concerned has invested in that education and she was not seeing value for that. Maybe that was where her worry was coming from. Or you find some schools, especially private schools, the teachers have covered a lot, and when you compare now with the peers who are learning the same class, you find they're able to do basic stuff like that reading, so that could put pressure, you understand? So by the end of the early education, the learner should be able to demonstrate basic literacy and numeracy skills for learning. Number 2, the learner should be able to communicate appropriately using verbal and or non-verbal modes in a variety of contexts. So they can maybe say, they can talk, they can literally express themselves irrespective of what the language is. It could be Kenya Sign Language, it could be French, Germany, Kiswahili, English, mother language, whichever. So it's okay. Number 3, demonstrate appropriate etiquette. In social relationships, like they are able to greet someone, they're able to bid them goodbye, they're able to say sorry when they have wronged someone, they're able to just use the magic words like sorry, thank you, excuse me. And I like it when my daughter came the other day and she was like, excuse me mom, may I go to the toilet? Yeah, as much as it's normal for them. I remember at that age we used to say excuse me, excuse me. But the fact that she was able to say excuse me correctly and make a constructive sentence, I think it's a plus. You see, that's some of the things that are supposed to be able to do. Another thing, apply creativity and critical thinking skills in problem solving. Yeah, so some of the problems that are supposed to be able to solve as far as language learning is concerned is filling in gaps, maybe to make a certain word. They can be able to match words with the respective pictures. They can be able to sing, they're able to rhyme, you understand, all those things. They're able to even synthesize the sounds, yeah, and such kind of things. They're able to trace and color, yeah. Another thing, they're able to explore immediate environment for learning and enjoyment. Like my daughter, when you have been learning things like, the 3-letter words, pan, nini, broom, I try to bring that reality in our home learning environment, you see. So I can ask her to go and bring a pan. Like today she's the one who cooked eggs, so she was able to enjoy. And the sentence that was there in that English, no, it was sound and read book 1, an egg is in a pan. She was able to see literally that sentence makes sense. A rat has a cat. So that even those rhyming words, so it's fun and enjoyable. Yeah, she's able to show me a pan, a broom. When you tell her look means this. So yeah. Another thing is practice hygiene, nutrition, sanitation, and safety skills to promote health and well-being. So here they should be able to, that's why we bring in even songs like head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, knees and toes. Then I wake up in the morning, I wash my face, I brush my teeth. You see, such kind of things, so they are able to learn about taking care of themselves, literally. So you can't just say just learning language or whatever. We use a multidisciplinary approach. We try to integrate these things so that they make sense, okay? Yeah, so that the difference is not that much. Another thing is to demonstrate acquisition of emotional, physical, spiritual, aesthetic, and moral development for balanced learning. Especially here, you can talk about things like physically, how they need to keep fit. You see, by them even literally doing those what do we call demonstrations, like head, shoulders, knees and toes, they kneel, yeah. Spiritually, like today is 2nd of March. I've been hearing her singing, read your Bible, pray every day, pray every day, pray every day. Some buku yao sababu tambe na vyuraki. Literally, even they're growing spiritually, they're able to pray, and in the process they're also learning language. That's how we learn, like along the way it will be maybe just praying for mommy, praying for themselves. They will advance to praying for food. They will advance beyond meal times. Now they'll be praying after they have left class. They will advance now to even praying for abstract things like people who are sick, you see, success in the exams, such kind of things. and you can see how it is blending. In terms of aesthetics, it's even in terms of writing, how you get to express yourself through writing. You know, there are those who have a calligraphic handwriting and such kind of things. So through language learning, they're able to express aesthetics. They are able to color as they are learning the words. So there's that aspect of beauty, even just the beauty of listening to words as they rhyme, how they match, you know. Yeah, so that's aesthetics that's brought in. Even about morals, like you stand up for someone who is elderly, such kind of things. You need to be honest. Like there's that song, Johnny, Johnny, yes papa, eating sugar, no papa, telling lies, no papa, open your mouth, ha ha ha. Already they're learning, like from that context, Johnny was had licked sugar and he's lying to the father. Then when the father asks him to open his mouth, it's like there's some sugar and he's embarrassed. That's why he's laughing. So from there they're learning it's good to say the truth, to be honest. So such kind of morals are inculcated as early as that early year education. Another thing is demonstrate appreciation of the country's rich and diverse cultural heritage for harmonious existence. That's why we get to learn about different ways of how people live, even the kind of examples that will be used. There'll be names like Maria, Anyango, Kerubo. Able to learn even about meals, learning to coexist with everyone by even listening to whatever they're going to listen. Another thing is to apply digital literacy skills for learning and enjoyment. So here they're supposed to literally know even how to operate a computer, even a smartphone, and just search for information for both enjoyment and such kind of things. So in relation to that, I'm going to touch on some of the apps that you can use to cover that. Okay, yeah.
Baby goat. Rogue.
Dot.
Dot. Fox. Goat. Hot. Joy. Log. Bid.
Mob.
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 Mob. Kama watu wamekuwa wengi na tunaita mob.
Then when you want to wipe the house, you call it mop.
Hii ni mob.
Hiyo ni mob ya watu.
Like hot.
Hot. Ushasoma hiyo.
Oh, nilisoma
Uko hapo NOT.
N-O-T. Hot.
Not.
Not. Oi.
Good.
Oat. Pot.
Good.
Oat. Rot. O. O.
Sob ni kufanya nini?
Sob. Kufanya nini? Sob.
Nitakusema kwa mama yangu.
Kwa kila mtu, kwa baba yangu. Takusema mama kwa paka yetu. Paka yetu atakuchapa.
Go to the next word.
O. Pot.
Pot ni hiyo ingine.
O. O.
Top.
Top. O E D. Heed.
Void.
Void. O E. Nisome.
One.
Box.
Ile kitu ya katikati ya mayai inaitwaje? Ile kitu nikuonyesha jana ya mayai.
One.
Yolk.
Yolk.
How did we get there? So the first book I remember us using during our time was Sound and Read. So there are two, Sound and Read book 1 and Sound and Read book 2 for beginners. So the contents, like for Sound and Read book 1, we have about capital letters, the phonics basically, capital letters and small letters. So we have capital A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So you can, for you to ensure your child gets to learn, you can even implement songs. You see, try to use songs like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, Z, X, Y, Z, Z. So they're having fun while learning. And on top of that, you can even use things like, what does A look like? Yeah. Okay. So another thing that I wanted to point out, you need to start from the basics. It's so unfortunate, especially now that I've taught in high school, secondary level, and I know the challenges that we have when a child doesn't have a good foundation. So start small. And I also saw a post about a teacher who wanted to impact, was it a grade 8 learner who literally didn't know even how to read and write. You're like, what have you been doing? Have you been just, graduating, being promoted from one class to the other without the prerequisite attainments? There is that possibility of wheelbarrowing, especially the 100% transition. There was indeed a challenge. So you want to impact someone, what I can advise is that you start from basics. Basics are sounds, then you go to syllables, then you go to one letter word like a, I, you see. Then you go to 2 letter words, you go to 3 letter words, 4 letter words, like that. That's how to go. So you start from the known to the unknown. Sometimes you will have to literally engage in oral work. They just get to listen before they even start reading and writing, because by just listening they're simply acquiring information from the environment. So like letter A is sound A, letter B is sound boo, letter C is sound k, letter D is sound D, letter E is sound A, letter F is sound, letter G is sound g, letter H is sound ha, letter I is sound E, letter J is sound j, letter K is sound ki, kick. Okay, yeah. Then we have letter L, sound L. We have letter M, sound M. Letter N, sound N. Letter O, sound O. Letter P, sound P. Letter Q, sound Qui. For example, the word queen, queer. Yeah. Letter R, sound R. Like for Ruth, it's R. Sauti ya kimadende. Haya. For letter S, it sounds S. Letter T is sound T. Letter U is sound U. Letter V is sound V. Letter W is sound W. Letter X is sound X. Like, that great way the boys call girls, they're like X. Yeah, so it sounds X. Then letter Y is sound Y. So for the word like boy, which is spelled as B-O-Y, is pronounced as boy, boy. Yeah. Then we have letter Z, which is pronounced as letter Z. Z. Okay. So zebra, zigzag. Content that they have is reading sound A. Then we have some words there. Then they take dictation. So basically, they're able to express themselves. Matching of big pictures with their names. Then there's filling in gaps with sound A. Then reading out that word. So you're learning to solve a problem. Then they are reading about sentences with sound A. Then you go to sound A. The same thing is repeated. Read the words and take dictation, you match. Yeah, so that happens for all the 5 vowels: A, E, I, O, U. Thereafter, what they have is sound, okay, letter CK, which sounds as K. For example, like the word neck, shingo, NECK, so it sounds as neck. So lack, you understand? So that was the word that was supposed to be there. Then there's matching of pictures. Then there is TH, which is pronounced as or theta, vita, vita, data. Yeah, so like that, thick, thus, white, white, no, tooth, teeth. Yeah, so they use TH, which is the. Even in Swahili we say the. Tamthilia. Yeah. So for example, there is a sentence here: the cat is black. So sound article they. We have 3 articles: article a, an, and they. So the other thing is sound words with silent r or silent sound r. For example, the word born, BORN, sounds as born. Ham, ark. Yeah. So we have party, ban, pork. Yeah, fork. So this is an introduction to what they will do. Even for those who are in the 844, it was from one work. They were to learn about silent words. For example, you don't say often, you say often. Yeah. Duvet, it's not duvet. Yeah. Buffet, it's not buffet. You understand such things? Yeah. So that's how the basis starts to be built. Next was about words with BL, bl. For example, the word block, bling, bring, bling. Yeah. Blunt, like something is not sharp. Blister. Yeah, like today I think I had some blisters here. Yeah. Blacken, so how it sounds as blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Bloth, brag. No, that's not correct. Oh, we have gone to the others with BR. We also have words with BR, bra, like the ones that women wear, like brim. Water was filled to the brim. Mpaka somo songo, I get it. Bear the brunt, broken, brag, bran. Yeah, such kind of things. Then there is a sentence. Then we have words with CR, that's cr. For example, cross. The crows where first saw the light. Yeah, craft, crib, crumb, crab, crocus, such kind of words. And we also have words with CL, cl, like class. Clap your hands if you're happy and you know, clap your hands, clappy clappy. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands, clappy clap. Yeah, so they are taught simultaneously so that they don't confuse. There are those people who have mother tongue influence. BR, BL, CL, CR. So that's where they get to learn the difference. We also have words with dr, like dress, drink, dream. Yeah. Then again, there are words, you fill in the gaps, then you get to read some sentences. Then we have words with fr. For example, frail, from, I'm from the market. Froze, I'm freezing, you're freezing and shiny. Frisk, frost, frank. Then we have words with fl, flat, float, yeah, flag. Like, how many colors are in the Kenyan flag? How many are they, and what do they symbolize? The clue: we have black for people. Yeah, the color of our people is black. Then we have words like florist, flower, flourish. So again, follows the same format. Then we have words with gr, sound gr. For example, growth, grown, like land grabbing, graft, grass. Then we have words with gl, gl, glass, glow, like I'm glowing. Yeah. Glutton with pr, like pray, press, present, prim, prison. Then we have words with pl, like play, pray, pray, and play. Yeah. Plan. And like the word, yeah, we have plum, like your fat. Yeah. So same format. Then we have what with tr, sound tree, trunk, tram, tra. It's on Troy. Have words with sound ye, so which sounds as I. For example, sunny, Sally, berry, dolly, groggy. Yeah, I'm feeling dizzy. Yeah. Another thing is now you match pictures. Then we have words with sound sh, 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 shut, t-shirt, like this is a t-shirt. We have words like she, she, sharp, sharp girl, I'm a sharp girl, shed, shell, show, shan. Yeah. Then finally we have words with ch, that sounds as chair, chef, church, chapter, char, chur. In Swahili it's cha, chaki. So chap, chum, bunch. Then we have words with wh, what, white, whisper. Then we have words with ng, which sounds as sound tongue, lungs, ring, king. Yeah. Then we have words with silent e, middle, simple, scout, evil. Then finally they end with shapes. We have different kinds of shapes, then parts of the body, then identify different things, then coloring of balloons. Yeah, that's all about that sound and read book 1. In that sequel of read and sound, we have read and sound book 2 for beginners. So it's just a continuation of the same, so that's why you'll see there is a reading of words and taking dictation. So that was words with sound a, then matching, filling in gaps. So this is just like a follow-up exercise and revision. Then there's just an advancement of that. Now that one has learned about sound A, what about sound I? Like where we have letters AY and AI in words. For example, pail, yeah, for bucket, pray, nails, way. You see, are they supposed to A? You see, A. Gain, May. In 1 year we have 12 months. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and a Happy New Year. So that's what's supposed to be covered there. Then we have reading words with sound I, and taking dictations. There is matching of pictures with such words, filling in, reading such sentences. Then there is an advancement of words with Y and I. For example, die, spy. You know about even the 12 spies. Die, if I die. Wild, cried, yeah. So we also have sentences that have such words like fly, I am fly, butterfly, butterfly, how do you fly? Then as a continuation now, an advancement of sound I, we have IGH, words with sound with letters IGH. For example, sight, so wait, slide, I. So it becomes sound I. Night, straight, yeah. Neigh, the horse neighed, yeah. Bright, students, yeah. And then thereafter we have words with letter CE, where you say, for example, rice, mchele, becomes rice. Mice, that is the plural of mouse. Race, not to the strong is a battle, but to the true and the faithful the victory is promised to them. Sell, princess, dance. So it's words with there's no swear, ada. So they become twice. Once bitten, twice shy. Yeah. So we have matching of pictures with such words. Yeah. Then we have sound A, words with sound A. You take dictation, you read the words. Then we have words with double E, which sounds as E. Kwa mfano, skin, C, B, as busy as a bee, need, you understand? Then you match words with such as double sound E, which sounds as E, with double sound A, which sounds as E. Sheep, deep, sheet. I spread my bed with 2 sheets. Yeah. Sweet, yeah. Then we have words that have letters EA. So they have such words that EA ends up sounding as E. For example, the word bead, bread, yeah. Eat, teacher, I am a teacher. Teacher, teacher. Read, I am reading a book. Teapot, beans, I love beans. Yeah. So there's filling in the gaps with that sounds EA to find the sound that we have is E. Then we have words that have letter E and W. For example, news, spew, blue, new. I knew you were right. Grew. Yeah. Then we have words with double sound O, which now sounds as oo. For example, broom, roots, roots, broom, look, soon, see you soon, hook, I'm hooked, tooth, food, I love eating my food, moon, give us moon, crescent moon, yeah, new moon, full moon, yeah. Then there's filling in the gaps. Thereafter we have words that have sound Q with U together. For example, quack, quick, quack, quarry, queen, squint, square, quick, quench. I quenched my thirst with water. Then we have words with sound U. For example, butchery, bull, truth, Ruth. Yeah. Then taking dictations, matching, filling in the gaps. And we have reading of words with sound O. Then you take dictation, you match the pictures, which was work that had been done in the first read and sound. Yeah. Then thereafter we have words that have letters O and A together. So in such a case, they sound as O. For example, goat, the animal that makes a sound meh. Roast, I roasted maize. Soap, so we don't say soap, we say soap. Float, boast. Yeah. Then making of those words, then we have words with OW that will and OU. For example, house, crown, loud. This boy is loud. Shower, I'm taking a shower. Singing in the shower. Yeah. Flower, hours. The bug is ours. Color. So you can see OW sounds as A. Round, row, blouse. Then we have matching of numbers. Then we have words with AU, which sounds as O. Sausage, sausage. Daughter, we don't say daughter, we say daughter. We don't say nausea, we say nausea. We don't say haunt, we say haunt. Taught, pause, caught, saucer, cause, Paul, Pauline. Yeah. Then you fill in the gaps with that letter AU, which sounds as O. For example, in the word sausage, goes. Yeah, don't say goes, it's goes. Yeah. Then we have words with OW. For example, blow, follow, narrow. Enter the narrow gate, oh, enter the narrow gate. Beautiful morning as we enter. Sparrow, throw. I throw the question to you. Then we have words like arrow, brow, narrow, bow, We bow before you, Lord. Then the other word that we have is filling in gaps with either sound O or O with OU or double O, which you say is R. For example, the word rough. Rough. Don't say roof. It's counter. Mother. Mother. It's mother. Worker. Worker. You don't say walker. You don't say money. You say money. You don't say world. You say world. So we have some letters which, like that O, OU, double O, that sound as R. So double O can sound either as U, that is how do we call it, sound R open, or it can sound as yeah, touch, couple, don't say couple, among, oh, you don't say among, I'm amongst, it's amongst, month, not month, yeah, so that is fun. Then we have other words with tion, which sounds as shun. For example, the word addition, subtraction, motion, shun. It sounds as shun. Then we have words with silent k. For example, knife, night. No, I know you. Do you know me? Yeah. Nut. We have words with ge, which sounds as g. Rage, pigeon, generous, Germany, orange. You know, I remember sometime my dad used to tell me they used to pronounce it as orange, but it's orange. Sledge, hedge, age. Another one that we have is stage. Yeah, shisha stage. Then we have words with silent b, where we have mb. For example, in the word comb, it's written as comb, but we pronounce it as comb. I comb my hair. Bomb, you don't say bomb, it's bomb. Thumb, thumb, not thump, it's thumb. Plumber instead of plumber. Yeah, so that's now an introduction to silent words or silent letters. Then we have in words where we have WR, where W is rather sound wa is silent. For example, wrist. I don't have a watch on my wrist. Don't say on my wrist, it's on my wrist. Wreck, just a wreck. Write, I am writing. Wreath, we placed some wreath on the burial ground. Yeah. Then we have reading words with letter A and A. With letter A and R. For example, feather, wealth, weapon, leather, sweat. I am sweating. Heaven, I look forward to heaven. Read, so feather, read instead. Why don't you try this instead? Yeah. Then thereafter we have words with TL, where sound t is silent. For example, I'm wrestling. cattle rustling, wrestle, whistle, yeah, that's whistle. Often instead of often. So yeah. Then we have reading sounds with ph, which sounds as, for example, I was in my school, my stream was phi, written as phi. Some would have said ph1, but it's phi. So other words like pharmacy, face, phone, like I'm shooting on my phone, nephew, grand, phone, photograph, yeah. Then finally we have sound ch, which is sounding as k instead of ch. We had previously where ch was sounding as ch. For example, chair, check. But we also have instances where ch sounds as sunk. For example, headache, ache, scheme, Christmas. We don't say Christmas. We say Christmas. Christ instead of Christ. We have Christian, Christmas, yeah, and such words. Cholera. And finally, that brings us to the end of that book. And it was indeed a very helpful book. Thereafter, we used to use now English aid, okay? So we have series of English aids, right from English aid book 1 up to English aid book 8. That was in the 844 system. Yeah, even we had math aid like this one. So get a point. This was by Miss Patel. Some of the things they get to learn there is about alphabets and alphabets with different items that match with them. For example, A for apple, B for boy, and this helps them to have cultural context. For example, C for cat, C for camel, F for flower, such kind of things, E for elephant. Then we have writing in small letters, then there's matching of pictures, there's numbers, learning about article a and an. Then thereafter, they're learning about plural and singular, but in this case it is written one and more than one. So if it's one, it's singular. For example, finger, finger. If there are 5 of them, that becomes fingers because there are more than one. So 2, this is fingers, 3 fingers, 4 fingers, 5 fingers. Yeah, such kind of things. So man, man, ox, oxen, yeah. They get to learn about that. Then there's filling in of words, so the missing letters. Then they get to learn about is and are, yeah. So such pronouns, how are they used? For example, is used in singular, are is used in plural. And remember, this is book 1, and you'll find still some children struggle with that. Unlike Kiswahili, whereby we don't have gender sensitive pronouns like his, has, possessive pronouns. So here they need to be introduced to that. Again, they learn about days of the week. Yeah. Thereafter, they get to learn about he and she, do and does. Who did that? Who does this? Will you do this? Yeah. So do is for one. I do content creation. Yeah. So we do content creation. He does. So it is used for second person and third person. No, for third person. For example, she does. Yeah, for you do. You do is okay. This is it. We have do and does. Do, it applies for first person and second person pronouns. Yeah, I do, we do, you do. Then for third person we use does. Yeah, she does good makeup. She does. Yeah. Then in plural, third person plural to be they do makeup. Yeah. So we have using question marks of like what, yeah, what is this, on and in. So they're learning about prepositions. Then there's making of sentences. They're learning about where are you, here I am, how do you. So that's a word used to ask question about place. So we're learning about doing words which are known as verbs, like singing, talking, drinking, yeah, feeding. Then the learning about animals. After that, there is who washed my cattle, who, right. Thereafter we have some and any. Some means a part of, and any means there is no specific choice. Bring me any question. Yeah. Then what else is in here? We have what can wash away my sins. They do that. They also get to do short forms. For example, I am written as I am. I am a boy. Yeah. We are. Yeah. So, and that will be so useful when it comes to question tags. For example, I am sick, ain't I? You didn't come to school, did you? Did you? Because it started with a negative, so it will have to start with an imperative word. Yeah. And that's the end of that English aid. So another recommendation is to invest on English aids. Yeah, they are nice books. um we also have some key English in that thing. We have nursery aid. So they also have nursery aid 1 and 2. I didn't know about that, but let's continue. As I was doing my research, some said they used hello children. I didn't find hello children, but I found hello boys and girls in the library for lower primary English. So what is there is that you write names of the pictures. There is about article R and N. There's filling in of letters, write in or on. So it's all about prepositions. Makes it, I think, a good substitute for read and sound book 2, because no, it was English aid which had prepositions in and in or on. Then we have writing numbers. Yeah. So like in words like 1 2 3. We have colors, so they're learning about different colors, like this is white, we have this is golden or yellow, black, brown. Yeah. Then another thing is that they're learning about plural and singular, one and many. For example, this is a book, these are books. So yeah, they get to learn about that. Then We have learning about opposites. So for example, woman, the opposite will be man, boy, girl. And we have words which don't have opposites, like table. Yeah, so that will be learned at that level. Then we have spelling of words, make doing words, like read becomes reading, draw drawing, talk talking, sing hallelujah singing. Then there's use of to or at. What else? We have writing plurals, completing sentences, answering the questions like, is this a chair? So they're supposed to say yes or no, or true or false. This is a chair, no. True or false. So that is geared at improving their um, comprehension skills. Are they able to understand? So for example, is this a shirt? Is this an eye? So such kind of questions. Then there's about learning about time. So they need to interpret different clocks. So they need to know about o'clock, when it's exactly on the dot, a half past a certain time, a quarter to, a quarter past. You see, like a quarter to means it's around 45. For example, it's 9:45, so it will mean it's a quarter to 10. Yeah, if I say a quarter past, it means it's 6. For example, 9:15, so it's 15 minutes have passed before after the main o'clock. Yeah. Yeah, so 2, it means 15 minutes are remaining towards the next hour. So there is use of where, that was tackled in English 8, so I think this is very convenient. Use of what, then there is writing. Okay, basically it's all about introduction. What's your name? What's your head teacher's name? What's your mother's name? So they should be able to um, do that. Then there's also learning about young ones. Vikembe, for example, cow, calf, mother, baby, elephant, calf, lion, cub, such kind of things. Pig, piglet, eagle, eaglet. And this will now form a foundation for bigger concepts that they will learn along the way. Then they will get to even learn about sounds that are made by different animals. For example, a cat purrs, meow, meow. Yeah, a bull bellows, more, more, more. Yeah, so a frog croaks. Yeah, then writing plural, then writing opposites, and that was the end of Hello Boys and Girls. So I find it also a recommendable book. Alright, then since I said we start from the basics, here is one book that you can use. I can read A to Z. So here we used to sing a song during our time. Nimejua kusoma abu hivyo. Like in Kisi we also used to have a song. Namanyire gusoma a ba cha da e fa ga ha e, like that. So that is where the title of the book comes from. I can read A to Z. So we have A for what? Yeah, B for boy. That helps them to understand the alphabet, how it's arranged, and this will now form a basis for even using the dictionary, so that you are able to know which word comes before which one. Where am I likely to find a word? For example, you have a word like pet and pat. Which one comes first? Pat and pet. So yeah, that's why they need to know about the alphabet. So thereafter, get to learn about capital letters and small letters. Then learning about words. For example, here they're learning also about sentence construction, and you can see then the handwriting that is used is a bit big, so that they're able to read. Yeah, and it's captivating, as you can see the pictures depending on the context. Don't make a mistake. Like our mother used to tell us, apple is a mango, and I just came to realize recently that she could have been referring to apple mangoes, zile embedodo, but in real sense you were like, Mom, we want apples. Yeah. So here they have said letter A is for an apple. An apple is a fruit. This is a pink apple. So other words with letter A, we have ant, aeroplane. So they go like that for all the letters while making the different compositions. Then they're learning about our school environment. Environment is whatever is surrounding us. So about the school environment, here is basically introducing them to register, whatever we call sajili, or register. So like in a school you expect to see books, teacher, flag, pitch on shelves, what else, pens, rubbers, duster, yeah, lunchbox, ruler, pencil, ball, eraser, sharpener, bell. Then they're also getting to learn about the home environment, and they're introduced to domestic animals, or rather animals kept at home. Like here we have chicken, cats, dogs. Some have those doves. Yeah, some keep rabbits, such kind of things, camels, horse. Like today we're discussing about okay, it is after during the end of halftime break by the time I'm shooting this video. So Dad was saying how there were some guys who had gone to his workplace hometown, and they brought camels and horses, and they were just making some trips, charging 50 shillings each, and they were making money. So he was like, where did these camels come from? Perhaps from northeastern. And we are like, no, nowadays people actually keep camels at home like a domestic animal. So yeah, so we also have donkeys. Donkey, donkey, a about. Yeah, so that is the book you can use. You can also decide complimentary book for reading sounds. Is about reading sounds, like how sound CE, words with sound E will sound as like rice, mice. What is the price of this book? Yeah, prince, slice, slice of bread. So reading the words, then taking dictation. So basically I think these books is just more of like reading and reading sound. Yeah, like here we can see reading words with for a say oh. We also have situations where sound a sounds as o. For example, tall, I am tall. Watch, football. Ah, dwarf. Right. That's interesting. Tall, wall. Wow. I've never even thought about it. Raw. I love eating raw bananas, raw carrots. Wow. Fall. So I think it applies with words that have L, double L at the end. For example, tall, ball, call. So you don't say call, it's call. Pose. Also with words that have W at the end. For example, pose, a dog's pose. Draw. Yeah, that makes sense. So words with double L, words with W at the end or sound wa at the end, and words with the sound sh, wash. Yeah, so they will sound as O. Walking. Also words with LK at the end. Walking. Yeah, that's very interesting. I mean, it's too much. I don't remember learning about these things, but that's how it is. Sosa. So we have situations where we have AU sounding as O, like Sosa, daughter. I'd already read that. So I think the read and sound book 1 and 2 are sufficient for that. The other book is this. Read My Sounds for Beginners English. So it is for children between the age of 3 years and 4 years. So it's for play group. That's why you can see even there's some toys there. So they're saying basically the book will help the reader to understand how to read vowels and alphabets and the sounds they make. Once through, introduce your child to the basics of picture reading and sentences. So thereafter, now they're introduced to more complex books like More Sounds to Read, book 1 for junior school, such things. So here we have basically alphabets, we have vowels, then we have sounds for words beginning with A, like ask, apple, angle, angel. Words with A in the middle, with sound A in the middle, like card, calf. Then we have words with sound A. Yeah, then filling in of gaps. We have words with sound E, like big, dig, rail. Yeah. Then we have words with sound O, like boy, caught, lorry. Then there's matching of pictures, reading and more reading. Then we have words with sound oo. So like here it's supposed to be oo, boo, ku, do, fu, gu, hu, ju, ku, lu, mu, nu, pu, ru, su, tu, undo. Alright. Unit. Cap. Dag. Right. So such kind of things. Blend. So here, just like in read and sound book 2, which had words with bl, like bl, like block, blow, this also emphasizes even words with br, like br, brick, broom, br, br, br. We have br and we have bl, br. Yeah, bring. Yeah, bleed, bleed, plead. Yeah. We have words with sound k, where we have ck, like duck, the duck's clock, steno clock. We have sock, neck, cock. We have where k, where r is silent. We have sound th. So this was already in read and sound book 2 there. So we have even words with cl, like seal, clip, cleft, clamp, cloud. It's on a cloudy day. Clark. Then we have words with sound th. Then there's matching of pictures with the words they form. So I think this is just a good introduction to read and sound. Read and sound can be used for whichever stage, even for university students. Yeah, because we understand there are instances where people are literally teaching English as a second language, so you can use such books. So Read My Sounds for Beginners is also a nice book. Yeah, so that's why I believe if you use such a book, remember this is for beginners and it was for children who are 3 to 4 years. So I now understand why that parent who was asking about the child not being able to read they're in pre-unit is coming from, because if they're looking at such a book, they'll feel like the child has been left behind because, of such variations. Alright, so we also have these books for learning about the phonics and alphabets. So it's Trace and Color, CBC, yeah, by Ginny. So there's the sign language, how to sign the different letters. Oh my goodness. Even numbers. So like is for uh, A is for apple, and then there's coloring and tracing. Yeah, very beautiful. So this is where aesthetics comes in. Remember, we're learning about aesthetic value as one of the objectives of early education. So this is where it is coming from. Yeah, right. So they even have stars here for coloring, strawberries. Yeah. Sake of that mother who had a PP2 child, want to look at the content that is there. So just all about basic literacy. So the content in this book, this is language book 2, PP2. So we have matching pictures with the names, filling in gaps with sound A, with sound E. Yeah, matching the names. So they're making 3-letter words with those vowels. Then there's about sunk, originating from CK, like rock, duck, talk, lock, back. Nasikia, gongo, pack. I am packing my books. Kick. Yeah. Another thing they're learning is about sound TH, for example, in the word father, mother, brother. Yeah. Then about silent R, like arc, bust, con, lad, bum. So we had already learned that. So BL and br, like blend, bring, breeze, bracket. Yeah, so that is covered there. We have words with CR, that's craft, crag and tail. Yeah, like in geography, so they get to learn that. Cripple, yeah, kilema. Then we have words with CL which sound as k, like close. Yeah, cling, I will cling. Yeah, thereafter we have DR which sounds as dragon. Yeah, drink. So this already was covered in sound and read. Then we have reading words and taking dictation for words with FR. So like frank, fret, fritter, freeze, we had already done that. Grr, like printer, prism. We have words with TR. We also have words with the E, like Sally and Berry, then matching words with their pictures. So that is it. Before I give more book recommendations, I'll say it's good to be reading stories to your child. Yeah. So we have different series, like this is Pato and his father's tie, knife, boy. There are even those stories from Africa, Bomba the Cab, many storybooks. And storybooks are good because they even enhance the perspectives about the world, they increase vocabulary. And as you're reading to that child, ensure you just focus on them even giving you a moral lesson that will help in comprehension. Yeah, as well as listening skills Yeah, then just aim to be encouraging them, reinforce them. Yeah, don't be beating them and shouting at them. That will be counterproductive. You understand? So be patient. That's all I can say as the third point. So be patient with them. So we have more books, journey, and I would recommend that even for gifts, let's have a reading culture where we gift children with storybooks. Look, the best day. This one is for class 2 to semi early literacy. So they can get to read whatever, even if it's magazines that they come across, read together with them. The other point is that check on their attention span. So try to limit the content that you're offering. Just do bits. Yeah, kidogo kidogo ujaza kibaba. Yeah, so don't be in a hurry. Take your time. Yeah, like by the end of early year education, that's around 5 years from PP1, PP2, grade 1, 2, 3. 5 good years. It's enough time to catch up all those things. Basically, you have seen it's all about learning vowels, words, reading sentences, and the foundation is that words, syllables, and they can start building the words. Another thing, try to drop sugar because it reduces concentration span for most children. Another thing, for you, if it's all about attention, try to limit even exposure to television. I know some people will be like, you can put on educational cartoons, but in most cases, I don't think it's productive. It's counterproductive because you find because of that breaking, commercial breaks, the child is like literally develops a short concentration span because they're like, da, 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 after this, they have been programmed. So it's wise that if you must expose them, it's for a limited while, but in most cases, limit exposure to media because sometimes what they consume is not what you like. You'll even start hearing tingiza mti, anguka na, such kind of songs which are not even helpful. They're not educational in any manner. So yeah, so for concentration, if at all you're not convinced, you can take your child for assessment to establish whether it's a big problem, because some actually could be having some literacy issues like dyslexia, dyscalculia. So it's good to work with a professional specialist to roll that out, and then you now start doing things organically, like now limiting sugar, limiting exposure to television and other social media and mass communication networks. Yeah. Another thing, most people think that children cannot actually read, but if you expose them, they start socializing. You'll find out they know much. They start becoming happy. So make a point to have avenues where a child is able to express themselves. Let them even go out there. They'll be thinking they're dope, but when they go out there, they find people who are already ahead of them. So they will need to pull up their socks so that they can communicate. Failure to that, they will have to be maybe mute. They don't have friends, but once they know that they have to socialize, so they start even reading generally, yeah, writing, so that they are able to express them appropriately. They're able to communicate. So make a point, go for those functions like showgrounds, yeah, as a way. If you have these recreational parks, let them go there, let them go to their grandparents, let them visit and go to the amusement parks and just have fun while learning. Yeah, let them go to school. If you're homeschooling, you can find activities that they can do and engage with others. Another recommendation, which is not popular, is that you do assessments, and after doing assessment, if you find your child, for example, has a problem, you can even engage speech specialists. Yeah, like we have people who call them speech and cognitive development therapists, so they can get to work on that, because some children actually get confused, because if at the home environment you're using more than one language of communication, they can't even have a language in which they think in. They're just confused. And I think this happens because maybe people are multilingual, they're exposed to media, so make a point to even have one language which is the main means of communication. Yeah, let's say even if it's the mother tongue, it works, so that they are able to interpret the concept, then they can translate just at the beginning, but they're not supposed to be overly dependent on that. Yeah, um that is it. Also work on the reading attitude. The children who even see books, they're reading books, like reading, and some of them start crying, but they just love other books, so you need to work on that. Maybe even use sweets to reinforce. Talk to them positively, be congratulating them, be clapping for them. I know, even if you're not a teacher, it's a good opportunity for you to, grow. And yeah, you'll love it along the way. Read for them stories like bedtime stories. Yeah. Okay, so other recommendations as far as books are concerned is Lady Bird storybook. We have Jolly Phonics. You can also read Mastering Sounds and Reading Book 1 and 2 by Smart Brain Publishers. We have Hello Children. I never got a copy of it. Then there's also Fun to Read by Florence Lindstrom, especially for those who are being homeschooled. We have 5 Easy Steps to Reading, which is found on Amazon. We have Logic of English. We have Hooked on Phonics. Then we have Reading Eggs, which is now an app. We also have another book all about reading. We have Phonic Pathways, Explore the Chord. So basically, all these books, what you'll realize, they have rhyming, their phonetics, and they also have sight wording. So as you teach, you can even, oh, I also forgot, you can get to use the wall charts, invest in wall charts. Yeah, so that they keep saying that you put it in a place that is strategic, like if you know that is the particular seat where they sit while they are eating, put the chart on the other end where they are singing, it's opposite to them, and in the process they start reading for you. And also volunteer, be intentional to be the learner, so that they teach you. Yeah, because you realize there are some diversities. Spectrum reading, we have language arts, grammar and spelling, writing workbooks. So have as many workbooks like the ones which I've already mentioned. They have where you can scribble. Okay, so have those books where you can get to practice grammar, spelling and writing. Then for website, you can look at reading.com, Jollyphonics. Then for applications that you can download to learn more about these phonics and other things. We have like how to teach your monster to read. We have Duolingo, ABC. Yeah, so those are where to start. Also have extra questions for practice. You can buy them, use past papers, maybe from their other siblings or whoever, for practice. Also, you can make your own questions, let them even be reading for you, be synthesizing the information. Yeah, so I think I've come to the end of this presentation. I never expected it to be this big. Like, this is over 1 hour, but I believe it has been helpful. So other books we have is Read and Write English for Junior. This is CBC compliant. What is here is about alphabets, exercise A, E, I, O, U. It's also a colorful book. We have learning the alphabets in pictures. Wow. So this even gives them a view about cultural heritage. There's also learning more alphabets in pictures using family members like brother, sister. What we find at home, they're learning about the home environment, things like radio, yeah, umbrella, kettle, cup. So at home, you know, it's subdivided into different rooms. You have in the kitchen what you can find, saucer, cups, souvenir, what we wear. So they're basically learning about clothes, what they can wear on a warm day, what they can wear on a cold day. So this forms even a foundation for environmental activities. We find at school, so this was covered in another book. They're learning about fruits, yeah, the different fruits that are there. Then we have vegetables. They're learning about animals we find at home, so the domestic animals, animals we find in the forest, about wild animals. So here you can just have a wall chart that is comprehensive. Yeah. Another thing, we have birds. Yeah, like hawk, hen, owl, eagle, duck. Then we have means of transport. So this is a good book. Yeah. Then we have shapes. I think the one which is not here is for heart. We have insects. Yeah. So this will form a foundation for even science, where they learn about different parts of an insect, for example, head, abdomen, and thorax. Then sources of light. So this again will help in environmental activities, like we have natural sources of light and artificial sources of light. Then they get to learn about sources of water. This is what my girl were tested on. Like the pictures were drawn like it was for rain. There was a borehole, then a river and a lake. So they need to know sources of water and how to use water, how to reuse. Another thing they need to know is about days of the week, like how they start Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday until you reach to Saturday, months of the year. Then we have the exercises, and that's the end of that book. Child advances, they can get to even have translation books, like this one is English to Kiswahili, new advanced translations from English to Kiswahili. So this will help them to have a mastery of the concerned languages like Kiswahili and English. So the content here basically is about learning about the translations from arithmetic signs. We have shapes, insects, domestic animals, birds, wild animals, animals that live in water like hippopotamus. Yeah. Then we have family members. We have days of the week, months of the year. We have time. We have season. We have animal products, other foods, parts of the body, inner parts of the body, leg, direction, color, kitchen utensils, things we find at home. We have already done that. Clothes, means of transport. Transport basically has been split into the different modes of transport: air transport, water transport, and land. Yeah. Then we have information, important information, science, things found in classrooms, measurements, buildings. They're learning about materials in constructions, professions, watu na kazi zao, or rather occupations. We have posts in organization, posts in politics, continents of the world. Like we have how many continents? I don't know, but I know we are in Africa. Tuko katika bara la Africa. Then we have shops and useful expressions. So also this is a good book. Book or second last, we have better English book 2. So the contents are use of article a and an. We are filling in of words, writing opposites,
using words to fill in which are already there, writing in words, using who, when, what. So whatever was learned in other books, this now works like a workbook. Yeah, the learning about combining of words to make compound words, like fisher plus man, you get fisherman, bookshop, play plus ground, you get playground, making of such words. Then there is also about shelters for different animals, like a cow stays in a shed. We have a lion in a den, a dog in a kennel, yeah, a mouse in a hole, fish in water, bee in a hive, birds in a nest, yeah, a spider in a web. Which other one? Horse in a stable, roast, bee, bird, hen in a roast, yeah. So thereafter, they are supposed to be read for a story, and they answer the questions. So we have learning about plural, about whether you add s or es. Remember, there are also exceptions where you even put en, like for ox, oxen. You don't say oxes. Yeah. So like ruler, you say rulers because it's ending with a consonant. But if it was, the word was ending with a vowel, like mango, to you add es, mangoes. Yeah. Thereafter, we have the learning about tenses. So what to use yesterday. So we have three tenses: past, present, and future tense, before they come now to learn about other things like past participle, past, continuous, such kind. They're learning more about more opposites, month of the year and what is done there. Then they're learning about numbers, like a decade is how many years? It's 10. A century, a dozen is how many things. A kilogram is equivalent to how many grams. So here you see the numeracy skills coming to play. Like 1 shilling is coming to 100 cents. I was asking my mom how they teach about cents, because watoto wengi hata wajui sumuni na kaaje. But she told me during that time you try to innovate and come up with that. Then there's also about reading time. So like 15 minutes to 10 minutes to 15 minutes to 25 minutes to. Then we have 6 minutes past. So how to interpret that? I think this is good. So yeah, we have books. Final book is this one. I don't know the title, but you can see how beautiful it is. So it has some rhyming words, like, yeah, they're learning about the faces. Yeah, playing head and shoulders, head and eyes, nose and mouth. So there's that singing for physical fitness. Yeah, such kind of things that they need to do. They are learning even about how to plant, yeah, and so on. So that is it about tackling the issue of reading difficulties or language literacy issues. So the main thing is to have a foundation as far as sounds, syllables, and word construction is concerned. Then you come to now working on the attitude by positive reinforcement. Number 3, if you're not convinced, seek second, third, and fourth opinion from professionals. Another thing that I've already mentioned is get to use available resources, books, read to them. Yeah, use apps that are available, use cartoons, yeah, and also get to listen what other people are doing. And finally, I talked about socialization. Let your children be children, let them play. That's the main place where they'll find friends, through play. I hope that has been helpful to you. In case you're struggling, please don't hesitate to reach out to me on 0774216 0006. That is for Teach Crest International. Yeah. Otherwise, I hope you've gained a lot. I mean, this will not have been in vain. So, bye. Let me break.